Welcome back to another edition of The Burnout with yours truly, Anthony.
And Chris.
We've been out for a while. You know, we had the holidays and it just threw everything out of whack. But guess what? We back now. And we're going to get this party started. We're going to have 3 or 4 topics to go in today. But first, before I say anything, guess whose birthday it is? 62 years old.
All right. Well, that means you, I ain't about a year older than you.
I'm 43.
Okay.
But it's Mr. Chris White's birthday, so we're going to salute him today. It's my business to know all this stuff. Plus, I already seen it on Facebook, and he told me, so I already knew it anyway. But we're going to get it started with an inspirational quote. It says, when you depend on people to build you up, they'll have the same power to break you down. You do not need their validation to know your worth. And the thing I like about that is it's so true that the same information you get somebody to uplift you, they can use that same information to tear you back down again.
Works every time.
Every time. We got one today that is kind of unusual, and I've never heard of this. I've heard of trying to get away from your spouse, but not to this degree. Now this guy took getting away from your spouse to a whole new level.
He had to get away.
But he didn't get away like he thought he would. Sometimes what the Bible says when you said, be careful about the trap you set for somebody else, because sometimes you fall in that same trap. It's kind of fall in his category.
Every action has a reaction. And
it does.
we never know what the reaction gonna be.
He knows. Now he does.
I think he like it.
I don't know if he like it or not, but he know it.
I'll tell you what, let's find out.
Let's find out. It says remorseful husband, and we getting this from the Kansas City Star. It says a remorseful husband who robbed bank to escape wife is sentenced to home confinement. You don't rob a bank to get away from your wife and then get sentenced to stay with her for 6 months. Now, not only 6 months, you on house arrest, you can't go anywhere. I wonder if he's saying, was it worth it? Should he went and did something else? You know, he could have just left town.
Well, I read that he said he told the judge he was a law-abiding citizen.
And then you rob a bank.
You rob a bank.
Let's find out who this gentleman is. A remorseful 71-year-old man who robbed a Kansas City, Kansas bank last September and told police he hoped to land in prison to escape his wife, told a federal judge Tuesday that heart surgery had left him depressed and unlike himself when he committed the crime. Though Lawrence John Ripple pleaded guilty to bank robbery in January and could have spent up to 37 months in prison, his attorney and federal prosecutors asked a U.S. District Court judge for leniency. That request was supported by the vice president of the bank and the teller whom Ripple frightened, said Assistant U.S. Attorney Cheryl Katner. U.S. District Court Judge Carlos sentenced Ripple on Tuesday to 6 months of home confinement after public defender Ramsey and Katana cited Ripple's health issues, remorse, and unlikeliness to reoffend. Ripple will also serve 3 years of supervised probation, including 50 hours of community service. He was ordered to pay $227.27 to the bank he robbed.
Read. Go down a little bit.
Go down a little bit.
Go and try to listen to what he was
The amount
dealing with.
The amount representing the billable hours for bank employees who were sent home on the day of the robbery and $100 to a crime victim fund. Ripple's story gained national attention last fall when he walked into the Bank of Labor, located a block away from the Kansas City, Kansas police headquarters. Well, he didn't have far to go.
He had a plan done.
He had a plan done.
He had a plan.
And gave a note to the teller. It read, "I have a gun, give me money," according to the document. After the teller gave Ripple $2,924, Ripple sat down in the bank lobby to wait for the police and later told authorities that he had written out a robbery note in front of his wife and told her he would rather be in jail than at home. So his wife was there too.
He wrote the note
in front of his wife
at home and walked to the bank.
That was ironically located next to the police station. What was going on in that house? What was so bad? Why not just get in your car and just keep driving and just don't come back?
Yeah. He said that he'd rather be in jail. I don't even think I want to know what going on with that.
I don't think I either, but
You know,
I just need to know what was so bad that jail was the best option. Well, prison, because you robbed a bank.
now, he said that, you know, he was depressed. You know, had just had heart surgery. But then, you know, I also read in the article that he had some stepchildren. And,
Yeah.
You know, so.
You want to get away from everybody?
That might have been his plan, but I don't think it was a good plan.
No, it wasn't a good plan. It was a bad plan.
Ain't nothing that if I'm with somebody, ain't nothing that they gonna do to me to make me want to go to jail. Now I'll leave. I have no problem leaving now. You know how the old folks say, you know, let the door hit you with the good Lord. I won't have a problem letting it hit me now. Be happy.
Now here's the thing. If that was a black man who did the exact same thing, would he got house arrest?
Yeah.
Because he didn't leave the bank.
Yeah. Might have been in the big house, but.
No, I'm just saying.
He got house arrest, but it would have been in the big house.
See, that's the hypocrisy of the whole. It's funny that this man would go through this much to get away from somebody, but then what we do is talk about fact. We talk about what nobody else. If he was black, I don't feel like he would have got that exact same treatment.
For one, the bank president wouldn't have been there.
That's it.
First of all, wouldn't ask for no leniency. I don't think a lot of particular stuff that was done in this case was, you know, would have been done. And what do you say, Wyoming?
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
So, you know, and, you know, it's sad that a lot of stuff that we go, you know, see and read about that in some form or fashion or way it returns back. You know, just honestly, you know, to what racism, everybody say that it don't exist, but it's true, and we all know that the viewers know.
Yeah.
That if that was one of us, how do you say, one of us?
Yes. We'd have been in jail or prison.
We'd probably slam on the floor and neck, you know, knee on neck. Yeah.
I understand why they would do that, but I wanted to, and you know, we just speaking hypothetically because it ain't been done to a black person, so we can just see beyond what we see now. And I know just like you, we look at it like I just don't see it being that simple with us. I just don't see it being that simple. They had too many people vouching for him from the bank. And all he had to do was pay $227.27 back. And
his excuse is, I want to get away from my wife. You mean to tell me, like you said, you couldn't take a drive?
Yeah, just keep going.
I just sat on the porch.
Yeah. See, I'm just looking at the hypocrisy of it.
And he writes the note in front of her.
I wonder what her reaction was. It didn't say it never said who she was or her reaction or anything.
I would say she didn't care.
Is she running? Is she bossing them at home?
She might be doing a whole lot more than that. You might be getting, I'm gonna tell you now. If I was a dating woman, I go home and she whoop me. that relationship is over with.
Well, just leave.
I am gonna leave.
But he robbed the bank to leave.
And the reason I say that, what if, you know, she'd had a bad day at work?
You got behind whooping coming.
Or, you know what I'm saying, somebody might have cut her off at the road or something that
you gonna
get her high, and guess what?
Well, you gonna pay for it.
I'm gonna do the repercussions. I don't think I can't stay there.
But see, the thing I'm wondering about is she taking care of him? Because if you go to prison, you got some medical issues, they take care of you.
Yeah.
Is that the reason he couldn't leave? Now, okay, like all this is speculation. We don't.
Yeah. We realize that he did have surgery.
Yeah.
So, you know, he might been, you know, sometimes circumstances are different, but you know, now I can understand that, but then I understand I ain't gonna go to jail because I don't like you.
Well, it's better than the alternative.
My alternative is to leave.
Well, in his mind, he didn't have no alternative but to do what he did.
So I think they might need to do a psych evaluation.
I promise you need to be a psychiatrist.
Because we see some crazy stuff all the time.
But see, here's the thing I wonder. If he did that and then you put him in that main place he want to get away from, would he have an episode that flip?
He gonna be crazy.
And do something to her at this point. See, that's the one. See, if he do something to her, wouldn't it be their fault because you put him in that position in the first place?
Yeah.
Unsupervised? I wonder, is he being looked at?
Well, and, we've seen that in many cases where, we don't know what abuse. And people look at abuse as it's, physical.
It's the mental too.
Mental abuse is more damaging than physical abuse because it damages who you are on the inside.
Stays with you.
And some people are really traumatized from mental abuse more than anything.
Who's getting abused?
From the way he looks.
I'm just saying.
Now, if he ain't crazy.
He is not.
But by the time he get through, he's gonna be crazy.
He's gonna be crazy.
He's gonna be crazy. He's gonna be sitting in front of the TV with the helmet on, white t-shirt, tighty whitey, eating a big bowl of cereal.
I wonder do they have if somebody did this much effort to get away from a person, and then you put them in the same environment they're trying to get away from, is they gonna be unsupervised, or is somebody coming around to check on them?
No, all it is he gonna have a monitor on his leg.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna stop doing that for her.
But if he get within 50 feet away from his house,
I'm talking about doing some physical harm to her.
Evidently, they didn't care. Well, now I would say that if he was gonna do anything to her, he probably would have done it because he chose to go rob a bank to go and tell. I'd rather be in jail than be with you.
Maybe that's what they told him to do. The voice in the head told him to do it.
He probably had one on the shoulder.
But you got the red one, ain't gonna tell you to rob the bank. The red one telling you to do something else.
No, but he gonna tell you to go ahead. Oh, he gonna be all right. Hey, look at it. I got you. Look out there. You see all that? I'm gonna give it to you.
It worked though, except
it worked. But the same thing on the other side. He can't. He promises something he can't give.
No,
don't belong to him. But now, when he did get the 6 months at home with his wife, the one he was trying to get away with. I bet they just lovely, Netflix going, popcorn. Blanket, what I'm saying?
Ain't no way.
Give her foot massage and everything, rubbing her hand.
Trying to cut her hand off. Ain't no foot massage nowhere. This man did rob the bank to get away from you. He'll do a neck massage, but it ain't gonna be quite the way you
Bubble
think.
bath running.
Yeah. Gonna try to
he hooking her up now.
Yeah, put a radio in it while you're in there. This dude is
be bad by myself.
I'm just saying. You got we seen it down before. Electricity and water don't mix.
The movie Tasha. What's it?
It's a thin line between love and hate.
No, that one.
That one.
Then also with Tasha. I Can Do Bad by Myself.
Oh yeah.
Where her boyfriend, he was in the tub, side him up real again. She came in there and smoked a cigarette and acting all lovely and and picked that radio, but he got scared.
You would too. I get out the water first. That's the first order.
Oh, you trying to talk out of it, baby.
I ain't trying to talk you out. I'm trying to get out the water first.
With that word "I love you," that's a powerful word.
You got a radio in your hand. I'm in the bathtub. I'm trying to get out.
You some electric boogaloo love.
You might do, but I'm trying to get out the water.
You don't have a shocking experience.
I get out. I want to get out that water first. Then we can have this conversation when I get out the water. We ain't gonna have it while you got the radio.
I don't think you gonna let him get out.
I ain't got nothing to lose at this point. Trying. What option? If I stay, I'm gonna get it. If I try to get out, I'm gonna get it. My odds are I got a good chance to get out the water.
Well, look at this guy here. He tried to leave, but he ended up got this. And look now, he don't have no choice. He can't go nowhere.
But here's the thing.
But
that's what puzzles me.
He can't go nowhere.
Yeah, but here's the puzzling part. You robbed the bank, but you didn't leave the bank.
He want to get caught.
Go to the police station. It's right next door. Once you walk out the bank,
you have robbed the bank.
You robbed the bank.
Yeah.
So you didn't really want. Is it a cry for attention?
I think, and they did say in that article that it was a cry for attention.
Yeah.
He was crying out for help, but you actually helping the wrong way.
No, it sure is. Because if he'd have walked out the bank to the police station, ain't nothing they can do. Now you robbed the bank.
You robbed the bank. Yeah, that's like how they They said one guy, he used to walk around the grocery store, get something to drink, walk around the store, eat.
Don't you understand?
Put the wrapper back on the shelf. Then he stole.
He didn't steal it, he never left with
He
it.
never left the store.
Huh.
And I don't think they gonna want it back there.
I guarantee they don't.
He might,
Free food.
People do strange things.
They do strange things. I remember years and years, it's been years ago. I'm telling my age when I say this. That lady that robbed IGA and had a piglet, had a chicken on that coat. And it fell off, and she said, "Who
threw the chicken in?" But they didn't even do that. They too busy. They called him, But she didn't steal the chicken.
They didn't steal it. Never got it.
But you throwing it at me.
Throw the chicken. I wish I'd have paid money to been there to see that. But this guy here,
do the cat wave.
I ain't gonna do cat wave.
You do the cat wave.
I ain't gonna do cat wave.
Do the cat wave.
I can't do that.
He was sharp with it.
I can't do cat wave. I don't think cat wave even do cat wave right now.
But
this, oh yeah, he laughed.
Country bunker.
Now the thing about this guy is it's definitely a cry for help because you can tell when he never left the bank. Is it a cry for help mentally or is it a cry for help? He didn't like the situation he was in. Is the question.
And that's the scary part is that we hear we hear about depression and we really don't know the take that or the impact that depression takes on a person's life because it's sometimes people feel like they just want to give up that there is no other option. So I'm gonna make dumb options, make dumb choices. Yeah. Some people make stupid choices. It all depends on where you fit in. But you made one of the two.
Depression and anxiety, basically about the same thing.
Yeah.
A little bit, just different names. Both of them have, the thing about depression and anxiety, they both basically stand for the same, but they do two different things.
Yeah, it works on your mind totally different. And I remember they used to have commercials and talking about depression, that it is a silent killer.
Yeah, it is.
So, this man, he done cried to help and it is known that he's dealing with depression. To me, if something happens inside the house, then it should fall back to the authority.
I agree.
Because everything has been recognized and diagnosed and you see those things. Why not, like you said, if it were one of us, we'd have been here some doors clean.
So if they know that it's a cry for help because he sat down in the bank.
Right.
Why not send him to a psychological evaluation? Mm-hmm. Put him in somewhere like that for a while. Not saying he's crazy, but he needs help.
Right.
Whatever at that house can't help him.
No.
It's only going to amplify what it is.
How sometimes you have to get out of the environment.
Yeah.
Get a change of scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can, even though you have a home or where you live, you can just go and get just get you a hotel room.
Yeah.
But it gives you a different, impression, a different feeling than, I'm in the same place at the same time and all this stuff is going on. I got troubles, I can't see my way, so you need to breathe.
I can see them taking it as more of a joke,
right,
than a cry for help that they know he needed. And trust me, it's so funny. When I first read it, I laughed, but then I kept going deeper. And when we got deeper and deeper, I'm like, that don't make any sense. Why would you do that unless you asking for help and you're not giving it to him?
And the sad part about it is there has been so many cases where people have cried out for help and the assistance that they needed wasn't given to them, and it turns out to be tragic. Yeah. The loss of lives, kids being, so many things can go wrong when a person crying for help and the signs are not recognized. Yeah.
I just think they could have did a better job of what they did because they think it was funny to send him back home. Uh-huh. If I'm already depressed there, it's just going to amplify when I go back.
Right, and now I'm going to be pushed.
I can't go anywhere now.
And now, and most of them are cat. If you have I don't know if everybody experienced a cat.
Yeah.
But if you have a cat up in the corner.
That's someone going to fight his way out now.
He coming out. Yeah, ain't no fight now. He coming out with it. The fight is over with. He coming. You know, and you know, so if this guy is dealing with these issues and he's in the same environment, eventually he's going to feel like he's backed up against the wall.
Trapped.
He has nowhere to go.
Yeah.
You know.
And what happened to these police have these people that deal with mental cases like that? Why wasn't they sent there? When they found out what he did, instead of it being funny, why they didn't send anybody there? Because the article didn't say they did or didn't. So I'm just assuming if you sent them back home that you didn't do no psychological evaluation.
He didn't wait on the police. He talked to a security guard at the bank. He went and sat down in the lobby at the bank and waited for the security guard and told the security guard, I'm no one. So it's a lot, you know, he said depression, but there's a lot more going on now. Unless, I mean, that got to be an undescribable situation that you've been put in.
Well, we know he didn't want to die.
No, he didn't want to die.
Now, he didn't want to die. He just didn't, for what we read, he didn't like the situation. Well, yeah, that's what it boils down to.
You know, she got, what it says, she had 4 stepchildren.
Why you can't divorce him?
You got to scared.
I'd rather divorce than go to prison.
Yeah, but here.
Not me now, but with depression, it works totally different. With depression.
But here is, I did construction for quite a while, and we had to get in a SEALs alert. We had to go up, and this guy was in the basket with me. We going up now, and he look over there and tell me, man, I'm scared of heights. What?
Now it's time to tell me now.
You scared of heights now. And, sadly, the time he told the supervisor that he was scared of heights, they still put him in that basket. And we taking a 20-foot beam up, steel beam up in there on 2 SEALs lifts. So, we going up together.
Yeah.
This guy grabs my arm. Man, I'm scared of heights, I can't move. Now, and when you find somebody feeling, one thing you really can do to get out is to make sure you have to knock them out.
Yeah, because he's going to take you down with him or something.
He's going to hurt him because he's scared, he's fear. He's going to do something. And so I looked at him, hey man, look, hold on, calm down. Now, you don't stop, you're going to hurt both of us, but I'm going to have to hit you in your head so we can go down.
Yeah, right.
But the fear took over.
Yeah.
It can't be, if you're afraid of something, it can't be controlled. I remember the talk show, they had a girl, she was scared of bubblegum. Dang, bubblegum. And when somebody's afraid of something, they can't, it's hard to overcome it.
Bubblegum?
Bubblegum.
Something that you chew.
Bubblegum.
Can't hurt you whatsoever.
Bubblegum. So,
okay.
But that's fear.
Bubblegum?
Bubblegum.
Get over that.
But, it's a fear they have there, and there's nothing you can do.
So.
Now, and I mean, you just think about everybody in their house is in a dangerous position.
Exactly.
No matter how you try to change it up or look at it there, it can turn chaotic.
Depression can do 2 things. It can do you do harm to yourself or you do harm to somebody else.
Now, if it were to us, we ain't go too much inflict harm on ourselves. Everything around us,
messed up.
But he'll kill everybody in the house and turn around and kill himself too. Well, we might kill everybody in the house, but we ain't kill ourselves.
We might kill everybody and just sit there and wait for the police.
That's what he did.
No, that's what I'm saying. But in his mind, he might not see anything wrong with that.
Exactly.
What is depression and anxiety? I didn't know that anxiety was that big of a deal until I did some research. A friend of mine was telling me how she was dealing with anxiety. And I'm like, what's that? That ain't no big deal.
They can't deal with pressure.
That's it. So I said, I'm ignorant to this. Let me do some research on it and find out a little bit more about it. Come to find out that they be listening to voices saying kill themselves, kill somebody else.
Schizophrenic person?
Yeah. So that is a serious problem. If it's not under control or under medicine or something, you can do some harm to somebody or yourself because you listening. Because it was on TV. This woman said, I thought about killing myself. My mind told me to kill myself multiple times, over and over again.
Well,
I couldn't believe it.
Well, I dated someone that had a schizophrenic daughter. You know, it occurred later on in the year. She used to jump up around the house, go sit outside the house, and ball up in a ball and rock back and forth. They coming to get me.
But they don't know who coming. They never tell you who coming.
They come.
They
yeah, you know, most time when they say they kind of look at the with Legion.
Yeah.
So, you know, there are some things that, you know, so it is.
It's a real thing. It's so much realer than I ever would have imagined it to be. And that just shows you how many people out here don't even know about that, what the significance.
How you say that about the change? People don't
change does not come
come
until people who are not affected or as outraged as the ones that are.
Yeah. So, you know, there are changes that need to be made.
I agree.
And it's in so many areas of the world.
Why don't they have a curricula in school to kind of go over that? Because you got a lot of people in school that's got depression and anxiety like that. Seems like they should have something.
You know that is. I know you have watched Squat.
Mm-hmm.
And with Shamar Moore, you know, he played as and they was seeing one guy they had went to take down was he was mentally ill.
Mm-hmm.
So what they tried to do is start a team that once if a person is recognized that they have mental issues, that they would send them out to try to talk to them and calm them down. Mm-hmm. You know, because it's hard to come. I don't know how to come a crazy person down.
And you know the sad part about it is, whatever they doing, they think is right.
Yeah,
they don't think anything wrong with it. They think it's all right, and that's the dangerous part about it.
Yeah. So you know, man, that's a big issue. That you have to take the right steps.
And that's why I think they should have, because I was 40, had no clue about how dangerous it was until I looked at a documentary. And you go through all these people, you hear them talk about what they wanted to do, the voices they were hearing, and all this stuff. And I'm like, do they really? This is what people with anxiety and depression go through. They hear these voices. I couldn't believe it. But that shows you how.
And just like, you know, a lot of people think just like dealing with PTSD.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that is just a military related. It's not.
No.
You know, there can be something traumatic that happened to you growing up as a child that can trigger that.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of things are more serious. Just like one article I read, this woman, that she was on a virtual website, virtual headset, and that she got gang raped on this virtual headset, on this virtual game.
It was a game though.
It was a game, but she got gang raped. Now, my man was like, I'm like, well, why you didn't
take the
helmet off?
Yeah.
You know, but you know, she said that she could hear people talking, you know, they're saying absurd words and everything, but she allowed, you know, she allowed, now, I mean, don't take this to charity, but if you stay there, then it's like, okay, now you allowing this to go on. I don't know if the virtual headset will do some nerve damage if you take it off too soon. I don't know what the effects, but you allow yourself to be gang raped on a game and able to give details.
I ain't never like those virtual headsets.
So my thing is, if you see you in a bad situation, you ain't got to know.
Just to get out of it.
Get out of it.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they. I don't know.
And now you can't say that you ain't have no way out of it. Take the
headset off.
You know, what's his name? Ramsey? What was the guy's name? Go get you a hotel room. Brothers, sisters, auntie, mama, grandmama, great grandmama, great auntie. Somebody let me come and get me a couple of weeks away from this woman.
Yeah,
so she about to go. She ain't about to drive. She done drove me crazy. I need some help.
Well, look here. Hey, it's another 30 minutes going by. Don't take long to go by. And we'll be back same time, same place on the Burnout. Happy birthday. Once again, birthday boy right here. He's 54.
50.
Oh, 50.
50. Glad to see you.
Glad to see you. 50.
Hey, man.
Everybody give him a salute. But hey, we'll be back same time, same place. Don't go anywhere, and remember, always flame up.
But don't burn out.
Two fingers, peace.